guys. So this is a rather belated Friday Reads. It's about Saturday afternoon right now, but by the time I get home from work on Friday, the light is gone and I don't really have any sufficient lighting to make a video by. Also, I was beat, so I thought I'd just post a little bit late. But I am still reading Ash by James Herbert. It's a kind of a ghost story type thing. You can kind of see where I'm at. It's page 199. It's a rather slow-going story about a kind of ghost hunter, researcher. He works for the Psychical Research Institute. His name is David Ash, and he's hired by this gentleman who's a friend of Kate, one of the people he works with. He is a member of this inner circle that runs Cormoric Castle, the place that's apparently haunted. And before David Ash is even allowed to visit this place and investigate it, he has to sign this confidentiality agreement. Kate has to sign it, everything. They can't discuss anything about it. Apparently, Cormoric Castle is used as sort of like a sanitarium, and it's very private. Everybody who goes there wants their, information kept secret, everything. They don't want to be talked about or whatever. It's interesting group that are there. It seems part asylum, part sanitarium. They say they prefer to refer to it as sort of like a resort. But there are doctors there and things like that, and psychologists and stuff. So apparently Ash doesn't want to know a whole lot about what's happened over there. He kind of likes to go and ferret out things for himself, but they have to kind of know basics as to why he's being called in. And one of the patients at the sanitarium was found pinned to the wall in sort of a crucifixion style, but without nails. They're not even sure how he was held in place, but he was severely wounded. Now he's in this catatonic state, so he can't even discuss what happened. But he'd been complaining about seeing ghosts prior to that, and there's been some other issues as we've kind of gotten to the point where I'm at now. Even just getting to this castle, it's out in like a remote area of Scotland, was dangerous. Just the plane ride, they almost had an accident with the plane. A lot of weird things kind of seem to be happening on the way. When he gets there, he's driven by chauffeur the long winding path to get to the castle, and when he first sees it, he's just sort of like frozen in place for a bit, kind of staring at it and shocked at it. It just gives him a weird feeling, and the chauffeur tells him about the previous psychic who was invited to kind of investigate what was going on, and she had a much more severe reaction. In fact, she had a seizure and died. So there's something very odd about this place. But those initial parts of leading up to the story and what's bringing him there, what he's investigating, were quite earlier in the book. Now, like I said, I'm 199 pages in, part 3 I've reached, and now we're finally getting to the hauntings. There's also a side story there where one of the guests staying at the the castle, he has like a cabin on the grounds and stuff. His name is I think it was Cedric. Yeah, Cedric Twig. He's an unusual fellow. Apparently he's an assassinator, what the heck? Assassin, who works for the Inner Circle. And, of course, David Ash hasn't really met this character. He's seen him on the plane. They traveled together. Didn't really engage in conversation in any way. He just kept to himself. But, who is this Inner Circle? What is their game? Why do they have this person working for him? Cedric also has an apprentice by the name of Nathan working under him, who's even terrified of him. So, kind of a creepy fellow. Don't know what that whole side story is. It just seems like it's thrown in there. I almost wish that part wasn't part of the story. I just want a good old-fashioned ghost story. So I don't know where this is going, but I better pick up because it's like 700 pages and it's going to take me a while to slog on through this one. My audiobook that I'm listening to right at the moment is Anne of Green Gables by Lucy Maud Montgomery. Classic. First book in a series. I think there's like 9 books plus a prologue book that came out. But I knew absolutely nothing about the story. I've never heard anybody really talk about it, never really listened to any reviews or was that interested in it. It just happened to come up fairly inexpensively on audible.com, and I downloaded it and was trying to figure out what to listen to, and I just said, what the heck, I'll listen to that one. And it's about a young orphan girl by the name of Anne Shirley. She was living at an asylum, and I don't know why they use that particular term, but an orphanage, basically. She'd gone to live with various other families in the past, taking care of children, things like that, but things didn't work out, and she was back at this asylum. Now, the Cuthbert family, is a man and wife. They live on a farm, and friends of theirs had recently adopted a young girl from this place, and they thought maybe it would be a good idea that they could adopt perhaps even a young boy that could even help out on the farm, and then they give him a nice life and everything. And so they make arrangements through word of mouth to someone else to tell them that they were interested in adopting a boy, and they would meet him at the train station, and things got kind of mixed up in conversation, and a girl was sent instead, a girl by the name of Anne Shirley. And when she first sees where she'll be staying at Green Gables, she's so excited, but not realizing at first that they had anticipated a boy and are planning on bringing her back, and things kind of happen. They end up deciding to keep her. But Anne Shirley is a rather unique young woman. She's very outspoken, she's overly dramatic, overly talkative, to the point where she's kind of driving me nuts. Everything is blown out of proportion. Although she sees things with this, isn't it wonderful? I think it's because of the life she's been living so far has been sort of secluded, and no love between a family member type thing, that the kind of relationship, that bond that she's been missing, and she just sees the world and everything is new to her, and she's just so overly enjoyed by it. And it's taking a while to get a little used to her character, because she does kind of grate on my nerves a bit, how over the top she is about stuff. But I'm going to continue with it and see how it goes. I know it's a classic, and I was looking on Goodreads just a little while ago, flipping through it, just about everybody gives it a 5-star rating. We'll see. I'm not there yet, but we'll see where the story goes with it. So if you've read it, let me know what you thought about it down below, and if you went on to read the rest of the series. But yeah, those are what I'm reading so far. Planning on a big switch coming up in November. I'll probably be filming something on that. I don't know, I've got something planned for that. Some readathons are going on, so I may be participating in those. And anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.